Joseph's testing of his brothers involved grain and a cup, bread and wine. And their final trial involved the king's silver cup. We might call it the cup of trial. And they endured that trial faithfully. When the mother of Zebedee's sons comes to Jesus, she asks him if her sons may rule with Jesus in his kingdom, that they may sit on his right and his left hand. Jesus says to his mother, "You don't know what you're asking." Then he turns to the sons, which would have been James and John, and he says, "Are you able to drink the cup that I am about to drink?" They say, "We are able." And then Jesus says, "You will indeed drink of my cup." And they did. James was the first apostle to die, and John was the last apostle to die. James was martyred, and John was exiled, like the goats on the Day of Atonement. One is sacrificed, and the other is exiled. The cup they drank from was suffering and participating in the passion of Christ in their own sacrifice, in their own scapegoat exile. The cup Jesus drinks from is his passion and his crucifixion. Like Judah, Christ is going to lay down his life for his people, and it's not going to be easy. It is going to be brutal and humiliating and painful. When Jesus is praying in the garden, he asks the Father to take the cup away from him. He says, "Father, if it is your will, take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but yours be done." Amen. And the Father gave him this cup of trial to drink from. And what this shows us is that the path of salvation, the path of dominion, kingly rule, comes through trial. It comes through suffering. It comes through humiliation. A good king will lay down his life for his people. And Judah became kingly the day that he offered himself for Benjamin. And through Judah comes David. And through David comes the one who sits on the throne of David forever, who is Jesus the Christ. Jesus has attained your salvation by laying his life down for you. And he has attained an everlasting throne by laying down his life. Furthermore, he gives his people this cup of trial, both sacramentally and in the trial that he appoints for you to suffer in your own life. But this way of the cross is the way of glory. There is no salvation without suffering. There is no life without dying. Our King has shown us the way, and we are to follow him accordingly. So come and welcome to Jesus Christ.